Hey guys, Dr. Doss here from Endurance Chiropractic. It has been a while since we've done a product review, but I've got a really good one and it's a follow-up to a previous one. I'm really excited to introduce the ESC Sounds Series 3. Those of you who've seen my other review of the Series 2 know that I was a huge fan of these for a couple of different reasons. The first reason is I have incredibly small ear canals, so I lose earbuds like nobody's business. They just wiggle out with even daily activities like walking and doing daily life. So when ESC Sounds produced their small earbuds with the little ear hook, it just made a huge difference for me. The game changer on these, though, was when I paired them with the Comply Premium ear tips. These are a memory foam ear tip, and when you compress them and then put them in the ear, they expand out, and it really gives that nice locked-in feel. The two of them combined just completely made a world of difference. Well, after I did the review on those, the wonderful people over at ESC Sounds asked me if I would do a review of the Series 3. So, full disclosure, they did send me these for free to review, but I have been really excited about them. I've done about 6 months of testing on these, and I've done everything from very hard, sweaty fitness to lifestyling them, just walking around using them as a Bluetooth headset, and everything in between. So let's go ahead and dive in and talk about the things that they changed, and then also talk about the things that I was really excited about. So, as you can tell, they are significantly larger in the case, and the reason is they added that ear hook, but they also added some really cool stuff like tactile buttons on the outside to make volume changes able to be done without touching your phone. So, as we open it up, really nice solid case, just like the second generations were. But as you can tell, significantly different look. This ear hook really does lock it in and give you the ability to do all the cool things that you want to do. Battery life also increased. They were able to go from 4 hours in the Series 2 all the way up to 7 hours in the Series 3. Obviously, this does vary by the volume level, but because of the fact that they were able to get a little bit more size, they were able to bring in a much beefier battery, and the charging case will take this now up to 21 hours. So I charge this about once a month on 1 hour a day of use. So I'm getting really good life out of it. I can't really be upset with having to charge my earbuds once a month. They did also increase the waterproof rating. So where the Series 2 were more splash proof, the Series 3 are now IPX7, which are classified as waterproof. Another really big win there. The speaker size. This is something that I heard a lot from my previous review, that people said that they didn't get enough bass. And that's totally a personal preference. I don't listen to a ton of music with really heavy bass, but I understand that if you do, that's a big thing. When you're looking at these small type earbuds like this, you're going to be limited on the size of the speaker and how much bass it's going to be able to produce. But by going to this much larger footprint with the ear hook, it really brings a much deeper sound, and you're able to get the volume up without a lot of distortion. So they went from a 6mm speaker to an 11mm speaker, and it really does make a big difference. The microphone also had a huge change. So in my previous review, I talked about how people didn't notice a much difference with these right here. When I switched over to these, people don't know that I'm not using the phone as a traditional handset. I have used these just listening to music. I have done phone calls. The other thing that I've used these for is Zoom calls. Obviously, the last few years, Zoom has become a much bigger part of our life, and so I've had no issues pairing it with computers or pairing it with iPads, and it's really been a good change for me. Quite possibly the biggest thing that I was excited about, the Series 2, only one of the earbuds was capable of being used in mono mode. My right ear has significantly more restriction in the ear canal than my left one does, so it was kind of an issue because I had to use that ear, and so I would lose a little bit, and also the sound just doesn't conduct as well. With the new Series 3, both have the ability to be used in mono mode, which is a big win. So now I can just grab that left ear, plug it in, and it makes a world of difference. One of the downsides that I did come across with this Series 3 was remedied, but one of the downsides that I had, because you were going outside the ear, the tips, I felt like I didn't get quite as good of a lock in the ear. And so when I went on a run, or I went on, I was doing a long row or something of that nature, I felt like I was getting a lot of air noise, and I was kind of losing that immersive sound that I was looking for. I was able to get it louder and kind of cover it up, but at the same time, the Series 2 did a little bit better job because it occluded that ear canal a little better. But once again, once I switched into those comply tips, that problem went away, and it actually increased the comfort as well. So I really can't recommend those enough. Pretty much for any earbud that you try, if it's going in your ear, that memory foam premium tip from Comply is a game changer, and I really recommend it a ton. When we put this earbud in, so what you're gonna do is you're going to place that ear hook right over top of the ear, and oh, there we go, I missed it. You're gonna put it in the ear canal, and you're just going to spin it in. And it does a great job of locking in. You can throw your head back and forth and it goes nowhere, especially when you get that ear tip, that Comply ear tip, where it has a memory foam and a spring back, and it really isolates that noise, which is a great thing. So all in all, I could not be happier with the upgrade. I'm sure people are gonna ask, do you still use the Series 2s? Yes, I do. I keep these in my Jeep. So if I don't want to carry around the little bit larger case, I mean, it is significantly larger. It's not a problem, but it is a little bit bigger. If I'm just throwing it in my jeans pocket or something, I typically go for those Series 2s. But when I'm doing something that has a ton of movement, or I'm gonna be super sweaty or doing whatever, those Series 3s, they just win every single time versus the Series 2. So to kind of sum it all up, if you are looking for better battery life, you're looking for better sweat proofing, if you're looking for holding in place better, and then also getting better sound and being able to hear that bass, hear those higher notes, lower notes, all of it, that Series 3 is going to be a winner. As of today, when I looked, I purchased these myself, and they were up in the $160, $170 range. It's been a while since I did that review, but I can't remember. As of today, these are listed at $107, which is that's a huge thing for good quality in-ear Bluetooth. So if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them. Go ahead and put them in the comments section. I'll answer them as I get a chance. But all in all, huge win. Really proud of those ESC Series 3 earbuds, and I really thank them for the opportunity to let me test them. So hope you guys have a great day, and if you have any questions, drop them below.